This is in Dunfermline, and on Bristol VRT left Lathalmond Bus Museum. It's the free service from Lathalmond to Dunfermline, and it stops at the bus station, Dunfermline bus station. This is Bristol VRT. We're just coming into the bus station now, Dunfermline bus station. So this is the Bristol VRT that came through here on to Dunfermline. Set up from the Lathalmond Bus Museum, and it's a free external service to Dunfermline bus station. So, Lowland. I taste side had Bristol VRTs, but they had the Alexander AV type bodywork. That's the bodywork on that's an ECW. This is an ECW bodied Bristol VRT. Gardner engined. So this is the Volvo B10M, and it's Dunfermline, and they're going away to get the free bus shuttle service to Lathalmond Bus Museum. It's Volvo B10M, city, single deck obviously. So that's us on the move. And we're just heading for Lathalmond Bus Museum. We're leaving Dunfermline now. So it's a Volvo B10M single deck city bus, Alexander body. It's a 9.6 turbo diesel engine on it with ZF transmission.
You may have to delete something I said there out. Thank you, Marshall.
So we're just going through the gears up the brake.
That's what I like about this one fleet of ours. We help each other out. Do we not? Aye. Because you helped me out with
I helped you quite a lot of times.
On the last run of Stagecoach doing the 202.
Yeah.
Or 47
Waffles now. Waffles now.
Yeah.
Now you just need to get the 204 next.
I know where the stop signs are. Easy. Doing it at Whitehall Street. Back here. See, I click on it and find it rather quick. I'm going to try and get this black out again. With one game. Now, what can I have for my tea tonight? I had a pizza last week. What can I have for my tea tonight? A curry?
What about kebab?
No, not kebab. There's something about them.
Or fish?
We see that tomorrow night. Everything was going to plan.
Or we'll get yourself a takeaway.
That's what I'm
Aye. Nice Indian curry.
Treat yourself, William.
Nice.
Yeah, 46.
Oh, you're not Lathalmond.
Yeah.
You're not one. You're a bit behind.
I just turned 46 last month. July the 8th.
Before last
Yeah.
I'm 31 was the month.
So yes, we have the
Aye.
young pup.
I remember all the Elses in the 80s and that in Dundee and
I'm in the 50s.
you know, with the Volvo Elses. You remember them then, well you would be around at that time in the 80s.
At least see, Mr. Marshall was better than Katrina Lowe.
Yeah.
I remember the year of the 90s when the Volvo
I
B10
haven't
came
even put
out
it on Facebook. They want it up there. What's wrong with that?
Was that Matthews up there?
No. That's on the 28th.
Falkirk.
Stagey one.
service bus.
I was holding brought quite a few buses on the one man.
Aye, well, the electrics is on display and 1120. Oh,
So,
nothing here, Ben.
just on the bus going to Lathalmond.
So what?
And I have a grey hairs. There's quite a few of us here, like, all the gang. It's a busy bus, you would have saw earlier, it's a full single decker.
Just a couple of
Probably Collar. Because of Susie.
It's quite lovely there.
Gara. Tashi.
I came on the Octave Solos. I'll show you that when I get there, actually.
English so at Lathalmond as well.
Yes.
We're not far from the
Cameron Allen.
business partner. There's
Listen, Steph,
M90
do not mention
Commerce
what
Business
happened
Park.
at Cameron's
no.
bus crash, okay?
Lathalmond is.
Oh crap.
Wait a minute. I think everybody's filming on here. Busloads filming on it. Yeah, it's good, don't it? I remember all the.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just one about the ages. Yeah, I'm 46. I remember the Volvo Elses. Remember when the era when the City Bus came out in 1989. Well, actually, the City Bus came out in 1981.
Oh, was it
But,
about that? Like an LA? Well, LA 89?
Because
Something like that?
Dundee's got their first Volvo B10Ms was in 1989.
Oh, that's amazing. I'll have fun with that.
Unless it's going away.
I'll show you
No,
clips
that's
of
only the
theirs.
Dunfermline shuttle. They must have had to bring in extra buses because of how
The
busy
kind of
it
that
is.
came up with M90 Commerce. I'll show you when I get there. I'll show you the grounds when I get there. Right, so I've basically arrived at Lathalmond. This is like the main centre hub, if you like. This is where all the buses will leave from. You'll get an internal bus service that goes around about Lathalmond Bus Museum, and you'll get the buses that will leave from here that will go to shuttle service from Dunfermline and back again. It's free, it's included in the price of the admission price to get here. It doesn't cost much to get in, it's really good. And all buses are owned by volunteers, private buses, and you know, they volunteer to bring them for the show to put on for the public event. So that bus coming in, it's a Leyland Victor. It was China bus. Very unusual looking bus. It's going to be able to do the internal, so I'll try and use this camera as efficiently as I can because I've got to watch the battery and memory in it. So I'll try and get as much footage as I can for you, okay? So I'm going to get myself on that and I'll let you see what that's like. So it's got a Gardner engine at the front and it's got a Voith automatic transmission. It's a Leyland Victor. Very unusual because it's got 3 seats on one side, 2 seats on the other. Very narrow entrance as well. There's so many buses and different models, various companies, various models. There wouldn't be like enough camera to do it all, so I'm just kind of like going to have to cherry pick some of them for you for the day on this video. Coming here again tomorrow. That pinking noise is that rattling noise is the prop shaft. It's the coupling for the Voith transmission. So obviously it's been re-registered for a UK plate. It's originally China Bus Motors. So I hope to get on that, just wait and see what's happening here, if he's going to be doing an internal service. If so, I'll be on it, and I'll let you hear what it's like inside, see as well. I didn't get on that China bus at the moment, but I'm going to wait to go on this Alexander-bodied Leopard. It was owned by Western originally, and this is going into Dunfermline. It's a free bus service into Dunfermline, so I'm going to go there, get
As long as you've got the site entry already,
something to eat when I get there. So this is quite a nice coach-like seats on it as well. It's I think it's a manual gearbox, I'm not sure. I shouldn't hear it when it gets going. So this is inside the Leyland Leopard Alexander body coach seats. Just leaving the museum now. So like I said, I'll be getting off at Dunfermline and get something to eat, and then I'll be coming back here again on one of the free shuttle buses. It's a good thing about this museum is you can get to sample the old buses. They'll also have a wee railway as well. When I get back to Lathalmond, after I've had my dinner, I'll show you around Lathalmond what's actually there, all the parts about the warehouse. So I'll try and reserve battery for that as well. But in the interim I'll give you a wee sample of what's on here on this bus. It's a semi-automatic actually, this one. So yeah, very comfortable seats. This is a 1974 it's a Leopard. The seats are very comfortable. It's got the panoramic windows, full length windows, and your ventilator ducts up there as well. Some fresh air. So in the A823 heading for Dunfermline now. Right, so I'm at Lathalmond, I'm at Dunfermline now. It's the bus I came through on. I got it wrong, it was a manual. It's a manual gearbox on it, it wasn't a semi-automatic. Semi-automatic's where you've got you don't have a clutch basically, but you change the gears manually, but you don't need a clutch. It's got fluid coupling. So that's a fully manual, it's got the clutch and everything on it. Luxury travel, Western travel, that one. So just heading off and back to Lathalmond. So now that I'm here at the bus station in Dunfermline, I'm going to get something to eat and drink, and then I'll be back to I'll be catching one of the buses, the free vintage buses that stands over there, back to the museum, and I'll show you around the museum when we get there. Okay. Just made this. I'm going to get this to Lathalmond. Cheers. The last minute of the rush here, I made it. So this is a Leyland Leopard, only just made that and no more. I'll get the external footage of it when I get to the museum. So I'm just leaving Dunfermline now. It's an Alexander bodied Leyland Leopard, something similar to the one that brought me here, but it's a different company. I'll get the external footage when I get to the museum. So what I'll do is unfortunately it's starting to rain and the windows are a bit steamy, but vents are working here, the ventilation. So it's a similar specification to the bus that I got coming here. So I'll get some of the sound sample for you when it starts taking off. So it's got the big deep Lathalmond 680 engine. It's 11 litre non-turbocharged naturally aspirated engine. It's got a self-changing gearbox on it. I don't think this is manual. The other one was a manual, but I think this is semi-automatic, this one. I'll confirm that when I get to the museum. So that's the bus that got W Reg Highland bus. It's Reg CAS519W, and it was a semi-automatic gearbox on that one as well. So unfortunately it's bucketing with rain at the moment. I just made that one and no more that we got on at Dunfermline. It was just a bit cool. Luckily enough we got it. So good sound, nice deep engine on it, 11 litre. So what I'll do is I'll give you a wee sort of tour around the area, what Lathalmond Bus Museum is about, where it is, what's here. To get to, as you know, it's not far from Dunfermline. This is like the main sort of hub area. That's the control room there, and you get the buses from here. They'll do the internal service and the external to Dunfermline. Sometimes they do tours as well. So what I'll do is I'll go around, I'll just show you around the museum, starting from here, and I'll end up back here. I'm going to get soaked. So I'm going to go in that shed, that's the workshop, and I'll show you what's in there, and then I'll just work my way around the whole site. Up there, the stalls and everything, and I'll just work my way around back to here. And that's like the main entrance in and out. Okay, so they've maybe just got enough battery to do that for you, so we'll get on with it now. So this is inside one of the workshop sheds. It's pouring the rain and everybody's coming in for shelter. So, well, not everybody, there's other places as well, there's other sheds that I'm going to show you. But this is just the one of the workshops that we're allowed to come into to have a look around. So I've really just got to scoot around because I'm going to have to maybe get a bigger battery or something, or take my battery with as well. Just basically giving you a rough idea of what's here. The scale of the restoration, the amount of work that's involved in restoring some of these really old ancient buses. So I'll move on down to the next bit. So just coming down from that workshop, this is now making my way along towards the sort of central area. So it's quite a big, there's quite a few acres. I think it's what, 45 acres or something, I'm not sure. But it's a pretty big site. It's big enough to run an internal bus service. As you can tell, there's a load of buses all along here. I'll highlight the ones that I came up on and some various ones, but I'll get around this museum first of all and show you a wee bit about it. What's here at least. It's an ancient thing coming down here. Grampian Transport. So this is the Saturday the 21st of August, and tomorrow will be the 22nd. It's the annual open weekend at Lathalmond. So I'm just making my way over to the exhibition hall, which is the centre one. That's just where I've walked up from. So I'm going to head up to here. There's toilets, catering facilities and everything here as well. Just like your burger bar kind of thing. Toilets and everything. You can camp here as well. So I'll show you what's in there. So that's one of the mid stops where you can get on for the internal service. So this is inside the exhibition hall. Got like the cafe and everything there as well if you want. And there's a wee selection of stuff in here. You've even got a museum shop. There's other things, other exhibits, there's bikes, cars as well here. So I'll just sort of give you a very brief look around. This is what's in here anyway. The exhibition hall, Lathalmond Bus Museum. So you can spend ages in here, you can spend a whole weekend. So I'll start moving my way up and show you what's here as well. So that's my battery on the red, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to get of it, unfortunately. I'm going to have to start bringing more batteries with us, I think. So I'm going to just quickly get around here and just show you what I can show you before this runs out. I can't believe how much battery I've used. It was a full charge doing this. Right, so I'm going to just, so that's where I came from, and then just making my way up here, and I'm going to show you what's here. That was that bus, it was the Leyland Victor that I'll probably go up later on. So I'll make my way up there and show you. There's a Volvo Ailsa Mark II V-Reg. I'll go up and get that closer up video for you of that. It's by East Kilbride LHS747V. It's a Mark II Volvo Ailsa. AH23 was the fleet number. It's from central Scotland, so it's not. It's a Volvo B10M city bus again. I was on that earlier. That's a Leyland Lights, ex-Lothian Transport. That's Leyland Atlantean. Again, Lothian Transport. This is my favourite model, one of them. The Ailsa's my favourite type of bus, favourite model of bus. It's because Dundee had a lot of them, so they were based off the fleet. So I'll just quickly make my way up there. Oh, by the way, there's a railway museum here as well. Lathalmond has a railway museum. A bit of a railway museum, just not that much. It's mainly buses, but mainly buses. But there is a wee bit about railways as well. I think they're planning on getting it extended, like, you know. locomotive shed. Now it only goes from up there basically to down there, and that's really it. It's not that much. There is a miniature railway as well. We're running diesels at the moment. There's a miniature railway at the other side of that shed. Now we're not allowed in all these sheds. There it is there actually. I just saw it there, no more. Now while I'm here I might as well fill in the bus that I came up on. I came up on this Matthew's bus, that's his new Optia Solo. That's what I came up on. That's Alan's bus, his Volvo Olympian. I'll be having a shot of that, going back on that. And they're coming here again tomorrow, so that's an ex-Dundee bus, 137, AC Regent. I'm just quickly going through this because I've just got to kind of scoot around here to show you. So I'm near enough the top of the museum now. There's some more about the railway now. So I'll pause it when I get up there and save a bit of battery. Right, so at the very top. If this battery does go, I'll just have to resort to my mobile phone. Just get as much as I can with that. And I'll just stick that footage on the video. So this is where the buses turn when they do the internal service. It comes away up to here. To walk from here to the entrance, you'll be looking at about a 5-minute walk. So that's how big it is lengthwise. So what I'll do now is I'm going to walk up towards the stalls where the stalls are. It's a Volvo B8 RLE. That's an ancient one to the left, so I'm not sure what that is. That's a Leyland Atlantean, Basel as it was called. It was an article I read about that bus in 1991. Went to the Isle of Skye, I think, I'm not sure, but it was called Basel. BFS 1L, ex-Lothian Leyland Atlantean. That's Leyland something. This is the Volvo Super Triaxle. It's a Volvo B8. It's an 8-litre engine. It's a triaxle. Big thing. Lothian bus. Right, so I'm going to make my way down quickly and show you what's down there. Or for the exhibition hall, should I say. So just basically backtracking to the centre bit, and then I'll be turning left up the hill to the exhibition hall. Sorry, not the exhibition hall, the stalls, where they have the stalls. So this is the miniature railway I was talking about earlier. I'll just grab a quick shot for you. It just runs from here and standing just up there basically, comes round and comes back again. So I'm just kind of scooting around as quick as I can before this battery goes. Right, so I've walked back down towards Exhibition Hall, and this is like kind of the centre of the museum. Down there's the entrance and the workshop. So what I do now is I walk up this bit here. The internal service comes up here as well, turns and comes back down. And the stalls are just up there. So I'm going to show you what's in the stall shed. Actually, this is the top stall sheds up here, but what I've done is before I've managed to get up, I saw this thing running on the internals, so I didn't quite, I just had to get on this first before I make my way inside the stall shed, which I will show you, I promise to show you that. But I just didn't want to miss the opportunity of travelling on this Volvo B7TL ex Lothian bus with the Voith transmission in it. So we left service in Edinburgh last year, 2020 that would have been. So stall sheds up there, but I will go back, I promise, I'll show you what's in there. I just basically hopped on here, I saw this coming up when I was making my way up to the stall sheds. I said, right, I'm going to get on this. So as I say, this ex-Lothian bus, this one, Volvo B7TL, with the Gemini right bodywork. And it's got the Voith transmission. If the battery runs flat before I get to the stall sheds, I'll show you my phone. I'll just use that one instead. But I will show you what's in there. It's the stall shed up there. That's where I'm going to be going up. And just making my way around to the centre, the control room. the main sort of hub, if you like, where all the bus stops go into Dunfermline and start the internal route. So I'll be going up there and I'll promise I'll show you what's in there, okay? So that was the Volvo B7TL that just came off of there. It's a 56 plate, SN56 AAU. It's X-Lothian, but it's in a different livery at the moment. Not quite sure what the livery is about, but... So I'm going to make my way up there like I promised and show you what's in the stall shed. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so that's the stall shed and just making my way up to now. If you are coming by car, there is car parking spaces here. As you can see, that's the main gate entrance, and there's the car parking spaces, and you can arrive by car if you want, or you could do the buses and get the free bus from the bus museum, free bus from the Dunfermline bus station to the museum. So if you're going to see buses, it might be an idea to, well, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. So I'm making my way into the stall shed, and it's just a bit of a view of the museum. So that's the last shed that I could show you. It's just where all the stalls are basically. And you got all sorts of things, models, bits and pieces, badges, stuff like that. Basically a stall shed. You can set up your own stall, sell books, all sorts of various things. It's all miscellaneous. There's some buses in here as well. There's a wee cafe up there in the corner. So yeah, it's quite a lot you could do here at the museum when you arrive if you want to visit it. I mean, so this is the stall shed, and that's all the sheds that I've shown you that we're allowed to go into just now on the opening day. Okay, so I've shown you basically quite a lot of the museum. That's pretty much the boundaries, the scope of it. There is lots of other sheds and stuff. Like if you were to buy a bus and you were a resident vehicle here, you'd be allowed to access these other sheds. It's a public opening day. You know, you could probably get in them through appointment and stuff if you wanted to. But it's other vehicles that are stored inside there. That's like private vehicles. All these are owned by restoration groups and private owners. So you could rent a space here, I think, as well. Just come up here. B7TL, I think. Just come up there. XL 400. It's a Volvo. I have to check in it. It's a Volvo, I know that, but I was a bit sluggish to remember what that was. I can't remember. I think. My mind's sluggish at the moment. I can't remember off the top of my head the exact model what that was, but it's a Volvo. There's so many buses here. It's really good. Very interesting place to visit if you're interested in buses. Even if you aren't interested in buses, it's still a day out, because you get to go on them, free runs on them. You get to go to have a look around the stuff in the stalls. It is about buses. I mean, it's a day at the house as well. I mean, you've got all sorts. You get families and everything that come here. It's open to everybody really, not just bus enthusiasts, but everybody if you want to come out for a day out. I recommend it. Like, I mean, I'm into buses, so I'm a bus enthusiast. Volvo Elks has been my favourite. There isn't very many of them here, unfortunately, today. Yep, very good here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually catch that bus again. See it coming up. It's the Volvo B7TL. we could see it just making its way up there. So I'm going to get myself up to the bus stop up there. It's just up there. And I'm going to catch another trip round it. So, and then I'll just use the camcorder to pick up various buses and that, just till the battery goes. If there's anything special, then I'll just flip out the phone and use the phone camera. So, you can hear it coming up the base, so I'm just going to get myself up there pretty quickly. Okay. So I'm just making a wee dash for it before it pulls away again. Oh good, it's offloading, so that gives me time to go on it. It's just one again I want to go on. It's similar to the ones that I drive actually. It's the Volvo B7TL. The ones that we drive in Dundee, well the ones that I drive in Dundee are the same model, but they've got the ZF gearbox under the shorter version of them. So okay, so I'm going to get myself on it. I made it. So I'm sitting on the upper deck, right at the back, and you see the full length of it. These are the longer version ones. Lothian went for the extra long wheelbase, so I think they're just about 37 feet long or something. 36 foot, 37 foot, something like that. Whereas the ones in Dundee, the standard length of the Volvo B7TL is around about 34, 35 foot. The Lothian went for bigger version buses. So that's the seat design, and it's got the, you can see the full length of it. So as I say, this is an internal service. It's just doing a circle around, basically what I walked, more or less. So, the engine's at the back on this type of bus. It's a transverse mounted engine, 7 litre Volvo, 7 litre engine, turbocharged, intercooled, Voith transmission. It's got the drop centre ZF rear axle as well. A bit of view of the buses as well. Leyland National, that purple one there. You've got another Leyland National next to it as well. That's a Fleetliner. Green one, I'm sure it is. Daimler Fleetliner. That one there. The bodywork, I'm not sure. That's the Bristol behind us. It's just on the low loader's just on its way out there. I was on that earlier. There's a Route Master. Strathday had it. That there. It's a Route Master bus. See, Strathday and Dundee ran Route Masters right into the late 80s. They were ex-London buses. Ex-London buses, and they ran them in service right into the early 90s. London, I think, still run with their original Route Master on the heritage services. But the new Route Master, if you like, the new generation of Route Master is called the Boris Master. Totally, it looks different. It's not, it doesn't. It looks similar, but it's not really much. It doesn't have a rear. Has a front overhang and everything. It's just doesn't look. It's all right. I mean, it doesn't look the same. It doesn't look identical to the Route Master, shall we say? That's what the Route Master looks like. There's no Boris Masters up here at the moment. So it's just back to the control room, which is there, and that's the main workshop up there. So the bus is just done. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the rest of the day. I might do another Dunfermline and that as well. So I don't have to bother about the battery now, because I've done all the main filming for you, showing you the full scope of the museum. Like I say, if there's anything else I want to show you, I'll just get the camera out. If there's no battery, then I'll just use the phone. Okay, see you in a bit. I was trying to get that video of that bus that I wasn't sure about. It was actually a Volvo Olympian with an Alexander Royal bodywork. That was the bus that I wasn't sure about. And there's that China bus. That's back also. I'm going to try and get footage of that for you as well. So I'll let this run for a wee bit, and you'll get a wee bit of the view of the museum, upper deck. Didn't come out either. That's that Hong Kong bus, Chinese bus rather, that I promised I was going to get on. Well, I didn't promise, but I thought I would get my shot on it again. So here it is, it's going to do an internal, so I'm going to be on this one. It's a very narrow entrance, very narrow, and it's actually just saying go on the entrance, the exit door to get on it because it's that narrow. You'll see what I mean with the seating arrangement. I just hopped off that other bus and I saw this coming, so I get this one. See what I mean by the seats? They're basically it's 2 seats on that side and 3 seats on the other side. It's really basic, hard suspension, hard seats and everything. It's a kit for them. They were sent over from Alexander and Falkirk to China Motors. Oh, hi Richard. Just doing a video here. This is going on my YouTube channel, this. I saw this earlier too and I blooming missed it and I thought I was going to come in the service, so I'll get the video now. So I'll pause this. Oh no, it's done it. So that's the bus on the move. Hopefully we'll get to hear the gearbox on it. It's a very narrow staircase, very narrow entrance rather. Very narrow entrance. Bumpy as anything as well. Again, it's got a voice transmission in it, obviously an earlier version to the one that was on the Volvo V70L. This is the Lathalmond Victor. Based on the Alexander AV type bodywork. So, sitting on the back of the Chinese bus. It's really hard seats on this Southern bus enthusiast there. So Richard's bus is tier 276. Volvo Elsa Mark II with the Voith transmission. It's basically a Mark II Volvo with a Mark III engine with the rear original back axle on it, original Dunfermline axle. Now this sort of sounds similar Voith transmission wise because it was the same kind of generation of Voith gearbox as the what's in the 276. So, the Gardner engine right in the front, with the front overhang, that's the resemblance with that and the Elsa. What's the size? It's 10.5 litre Gardner engine.
I think it is,
yeah. I'm not sure what the back axle is on there. It's a Lathalmond Victor. I don't know what the Victory. It's Lathalmond. It's a Lathalmond Victory. Lathalmond Victory. I got it says. So when I was referring to this as a Lathalmond Victor, it's a Lathalmond Victory. Lathalmond Victory. I think it was Victor for some reason. Victor of a still game. But yeah, it's a Lathalmond Victor. So, this is up at the.
No, you're going to ride round a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a bit on it. Yeah, you stay on for a bit?
I'll stay on with you.
Yeah, I'll probably just come back up here. So we're just at the top of the site. This is the where I was earlier, the stall shed. And the bus will go back down there. It'll turn left, go back to the control room where I go on, and then I'll do another complete circuit. So you've got an idea about the seats. You've got 3 there, 2 there. It's very offset. It's very unusual looking. It's a similar sort of pattern upstairs. What I'll maybe do is I'll maybe go upstairs quickly and show you what it's like upstairs. So that's where the engine's underneath there. Just quickly got a snapshot upstairs for you. You can see what the aisle's like. It's quite a complex aisle system as well. It's very, it's sort of more of a, you can feel that it's been kind of kit formed. It's not the same sort of quality as well, that's just my opinion. It doesn't feel like it's got the same quality build as the in-house, like the ones that are built in Scotland, the Volvo, the Alexander and Falkirk. But this was sent in kit form from Alexander and Falkirk to China Motors, where it was assembled in China. So.
Right, so that's the party finally gone on the car corner. So as the last resort, I've got my mobile phone. The microphone's not good on this either, but I have to maybe get a bigger battery or take spare battery. Yes, I'm still on the China bus, Chinese bus. And if I come across anything that's I want to show you, I'll just use this one because I say the battery's completely flat.
I like that England fleet line. It's nice. I like check out Wales. Oh, yeah.
Just making way back to the control room at the start. Here, that's the one I wasn't sure about. It was the Volvo Olympia with the Alexander Royal bodywork. Right, so lemon bucket engine, but that's Basel bus there. We're going to have a wee run on that as well. We look on that on the internal runs. It's known as Basel because there was an article written in 1991. I went to the Isle of Skye, I think it was. So I'm going to try and get on that and show you what it's like inside Basel. It's BFS 1L, so next Lothian Wayland Atlantic. So I'll get on that and I'll show you that as well. So this bus Basel I was talking about. Yeah, going on that. Too right. My wee Joel's going on it as well. Yeah. We are bus Joel. This is wee. Oh yeah. It's just doing internal service. So we're just waiting on them loading up. Once that one's loaded up, then we'll get on this one. So this is just boarding on Basel now. It's a semi-automatic gearbox. Alexander bodied railings. So it's got the big panoramic windows on it as well. So once the bus gets moving, I'll get the camera going. But it's got to move now, so
Yeah, you know, there's still got some in bar.
I'll pause it just now until it moves. So the sound quality is now, this is going to be as good as it's going to be. Fortunately, the camcorder had the better microphone on it, but this phone will just have to do. That's all I've got now.
But see the ones, see the Scanias of lights for lights. Those are the good ones. The other ones are crap.
Sitting right in the back on Basel. The engine is just in the bustle. It's a rear engined vehicle. It's 11 litres. It's the Leyland 680 engine in this one. It's a automatic gearbox. And the Lantian has it's a transverse mounted engine as well. Similar to that of the Leyland Fleetline, a Daimler Fleetline. Although Leyland did buy Daimler over, but get the Leyland Fleetline. So this is basically, it's called the bustle, that's what that's called, the bit in the back. That's where the engine sits under there. It's called the bustle. It's just like the bit that comes up, the RSS engine. Transmission just sits it's on the offside, just offside, sorry. So the engine's transverse, we're not at it, and then transmission is on the off side of the vehicle. And there's angular drive, it takes the drive from the transmission to the rear axle.
Good evening.
So this is the bus known as the Archery bus. It's the Volvo B7TL. I think it's Alexander bodywork. I'll get a video picture of it on the outside once we get stopped at Dunfermline. We're just heading towards Dunfermline bus station. So that's the bus known as the Archery bus, Archery Foundation. Alexander body, Volvo B7 TL. So, it's the Archery Foundation. So we're going to get this one back to Dunfermline as well, because it's getting on for nearly the end for today. I'll be back here again tomorrow. So Dunfermline bus station. So that's the Archie bus that just came off. It's Volvo B7 TL with Alexander body. Get a nice roar off the cooling fan at the back. It's a hydraulic cooling fan. Right, so that's like the back of 4 now. It usually kind of unwinds for the day at this time. So we arrived here about 10 o'clock this morning, and so it's a good 6 hours we've been here. It's a bit about the weather, but it's always like, not always, if something's getting good weather. Yeah, I'm just going to go on it. So like I say, I'll be back here again tomorrow. I'm coming through on one of the buses I showed you. It'll be Matthew's Optier Solo or Alan's Volvo Olympia. So they'll be on this 4 and 2 and 4. So
probably will be here again tomorrow, so I'll get the camper recharged. I'll just get some more footage for you. I'll put it down in 2 separate videos. It'll be too much for one video. So it's been really good though. I've enjoyed myself today. Hope you've liked it. It's well worth, if you're in the buses, it's well worth a visit. The only thing is you don't get a very good phone signal here, unfortunately. That's really your main things you could get. Copy that. That was Lathalmond Atlantean. No, Fleetliner. I'm going to be going that. That's been Lathalmond. I hope it is. So I'm going to see if I can capture that for you as well. It's a Lathalmond Atlantean. I thought it might be a Fleetliner. It's Atlantean. It's ex-Lothian. So I've been on one similar to that. If it was a Fleetliner, probably might go on it anyway. But you've seen the example of that with Basil. So tomorrow there might be the Fleetliners might be tomorrow. We'll see what turns up then. So there's John up there. I'm going to see them and have a shot. Well, if there's anything else, I'll keep you posted. If not, you'll see me tomorrow. Okay. Right. I'll see you in a bit. See you tomorrow. So I did get on it. It's actually ex-Newcastle bus. It's quite unusual that the staircase is on your side. I'll show you. Quite unusual body. So it's unusual that the staircase is on this side. Normally it's on the off side. So this is ex-Newcastle bus. That's Lathalmond Atlantean. Just when I saw the maroon, I thought it might have been ex-Lothian, but it isn't. So I thought I'd maybe just capture that as well. There's just enough time to do another internal service. Just about the time I'll use that. If you don't see me again, then you'll see me again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. So that's Matthew's bus, Optier Solo, that's the one that I came up on. I'll be going round back on that one and also balance Volvo Olympian. But that there, that's Matthew's new one, that's Optier Solo. It was originally done in Ipswich, and his plan is to get that painted up into Strathday colours.
Bell, if it's just bells, this is not your whistles.
I've got one of them.
Samuel.
I was first going to go on that one.
This is
Where's that? I say go around the look back at that.
I'm not home yet. Still here, Sam. This is a 1929 bus.
And this is
It's coach work with it as well. Cheap bus. Here I'm blowing the whistle when it goes off. So install your stop it. I was hanging on for a wee bit here. Well, here I'm blowing the whistle. I've got to blow that so the driver knows when I'm going off. Right. So it's like a little bit. So, sitting upstairs on that bus, the 1929 bus. I'll have to get the model on that later on. But I showed you the exterior of it. So, the narrow staircase with it as well. Really long bench seats. Anyway, it's just there. Classic bus. Very old. That's 1929. That's nearly 100 year old. It's 21 now, so still running. So you've got the step. It's bit of a step to get on to the because the seats are raised. Steps and all seats raised on the side. It's kind of makes it on the side of it, there's all the lights on the other side. So this is the like real wood and everything. Very little plastic in these buses. Very little plastic. It's all real wood, coachwork. Just went to the workshop, right?
Right, workshop, yeah.
Finishing at the workshop. So that's like quarter to 5 now, so I'm still here. As I say, I'll be here again tomorrow. Really enjoy this. Okay, that's what it is. So I'll just get it as it pulls off. I'll turn the camera on and I'll show you that. So that's the bus I just came off. It's a Leyland Titan. Looks like Glasgow. Just made that there. That's just on my way home now. So, on the Volvo Olympia Challenge bus. And behind me there's Marco's bus. Nice buses. Volvo Olympia. So we're just leaving Lathalmond and head back to Dundee to go back here again tomorrow. So, let's just make this better. So you're moving. Okay, see this. You still made up half there. Right, so we'll see you tomorrow. This is the way I was going to go. Volvo Olympian with the Cummins 9.6 diesel engine. Cummins engine in the Volvo Olympian. Oh, it's just getting dropped off near my house actually. Shops. It's been a long Charles drive. So try and get the picture of the buses.
What else? What that else is on the bus?
I've done it actually. It's a bit, isn't it? Yeah, it's like old times actually. See no dashboard. City buses going along here, the Volvo B10 city bus. Yeah, it's just like old times. Yeah, but was this it's like old times going along in an old bus along Charles Drive. So just we're up on Dixon and all. So this is at Dixon Avenue, you know. And not far, that's the other way on the mile away, but a 5-minute walk from here. I'm just going to the shops. So this is the buses at the bus stop where the 22 service normally stops. So we'll just get some of this stuff off the other bus and then on to the Volvo Olympian with the Cummins engine. Can't believe I'm still videoing that. All the way from Lathalmond back home. Still videoing. Still making a video. Just sort of like make everybody home a bit. So that was a good day though, eh? That's just a wee video of your bus as well. Didn't get much footage of that. I did get a wee video earlier on when I first saw it, so I'll get that on as well. We got through a what alright, eh? Yeah, it's getting tough to bother. So So this is Matthew's bus, the up there Soul. This is the one I got picked up on this morning and got through to Lathalmond. So yeah, it's been a really good day. Just kind of like off some of the stuff that this bus won't this. They were just discussing that the pram on the other bus won't fit. It just shows you the older buses. They were never built for low floor. Since the pram won't get through there. So like that's I'm pulling away now. There, see the morning. Right off, that's the letter. It's the letter. So I better pull off. I'll get that on the video as it's pulling away with the buses. There's the squad of the buses. That's the end of the day. So I've got a 5-minute walk to my house, but before I do it, I'm going to the spa. So I also get a tea. So I'll be doing it all over again tomorrow. I just feel so odd, there's nothing happening now. Suddenly it's just all gone just like that. So there's not much more I'm going to film tonight. I thought I'd finished videoing about 2 hours ago, but I'm still videoing. Just on my own now. Okay, so catch you later. See you later. Bye.